Today's class we have learned the oxo acids of halogens, that is halogen can give the number of oxo acids, but only 4 oxo acids of the halogens can be isolated in the pure forms. First is the hypochlorous acid, second one is the chlorous acid, chloric acid and perchloric acid. In this class we are going to study the chlorine and compounds of chlorine. So first of all, chlorine and compounds of chlorine. In that, first of all, see what about the chlorine. In halogens, chlorine is second element. How to prepare that chlorine? So preparation methods of that chlorine, preparations of Cl2, that is the chlorine. Chlorine can be prepared by different ways, in which first preparation method, that is by oxidation of HCl, hydrochloric acids. Whenever this hydrochloric acid is oxidized by using MnO2, manganese dioxide or potassium permanganate, then it gives the chlorine. It oxidized by using MnO2, manganese dioxide or KMnO4, potassium permanganate, to gives Cl2, that is chlorine gas. Hydrochloric acid is oxidized by using MnO2, manganese dioxide. Then it forms the MnO2, manganese chloride plus 2H2O and Cl2, that is chlorine gas. By this way we can prepare the chlorine, that is Cl2, from HCl by using the manganese dioxide. We can also prepare the chlorines from hydrochloric acid. Then oxidizing agent is KMnO4, potassium permanganate, that is 16HCl plus KMnO4, potassium permanganate. The molecules of HCl can taken as the 16, can react with the potassium permanganate, that is 2 moles. Then it can be converted into what? It can be converted into the 2KCl, potassium chloride is the first byproduct. Then second one is the 2MnCl2, manganese dichloride, and 18 water molecules. And lastly, chlorine is prepared, that is 16 moles. So we can convert, that is 5Cl2. So chlorine is prepared. This is first preparation method of chlorine, by oxidation of hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric is oxidized by 2 ways, maybe using manganese dioxide or potassium permanganate. Then see the second preparation method, that is manufacturing process or manufacturing of chlorine. Second preparation method, manufacture of chlorine. In this method, the chlorine is manufactured by 2 ways. First is the Dickon process and second one is the electrolytic process. So first is Dickon process. Dickon process. How to prepare the chlorine by Dickon process? In Dickon process, chlorine is prepared from the hydrochloric acid by using cuprous chloride, and which is heated at 7 to 3 Kelvin temperature. So hydrochloric acid is oxidized. Hydrochloric acid is oxidized by using cuprous chloride CuCl2 at 723 Kelvin temperature. Then that hydrochloric acid is converted into chlorine 2H2O plus Cl2. So chlorine is obtained by the Dickon process. This is very important process. This process can ask for the board purpose having 2 marks. Write a note on Dickon process or how to prepare the chlorine by Dickon process. At that time you may write the statement: the chlorine is oxidized by using cuprous chloride at 7 to 3 Kelvin temperature to give the chlorine or Cl2 is called as Dickon process. Then second one is the electrolysis process. Electrolytic or electrolytic process or electrolytic process. In this process, chlorine is prepared from the sodium chloride solution. NaCl solution is taken, that can taken in the forms of liquid forms, and wherever that NaCl solution undergoes electrolysis, means to by passing the electric current in it, then that NaCl is fused up to give the Na plus and Cl minus. Then Cl minus ions is liberated at anode and that can be collected. In this process, the NaCl solution undergoes electrolysis to gives Na plus and Cl minus ions. Na plus and Cl minus ions. Then Cl minus ions liberated at anode and that can be collected at the anodes. How? Suppose this NaCl can breaks up to give the Na plus and Cl minus ions. Sodium is the cations and chlorine is the anions. Again at anode, this chlorine negatively charged is converted into the Cl by loss of electron, and that number of chlorines can fuse with each other to form the Cl2 gas. By this way we can prepare the chlorine gas in electrolysis process at the anode when it undergoes electrolysis. So these are the preparation methods of chlorine. Then see the physical properties of chlorines, that depending upon their external appearance. So physical properties of Cl2 chlorine depending upon their external features. Which physical properties of that chlorines can occur? First physical property, it is greenish yellow gas. Chlorine can operate in greenish yellow gas. Greenish yellow gas. It has pungent smell it has pungent or suffocating smell or odor. It has pungent or suffocating smell or odor. It is poisonous gas. It is poisonous gas. That is very toxic in nature. Poisonous gas. Fourth, it dissolved in water. Dissolved in water to gives. Whenever the chlorine is dissolved in water to gives chlorine water. To gives chlorine water. Then the chlorine gas is 2 to 5 times heavier than air. It is 2 to 5 times heavier than air. The chlorine gas is too much heavier than that of the airs, means 2 to 5 times. Then it liquefies. It liquefies to gives. It liquefies to gives greenish yellow liquid. Greenish yellow liquid. It boils at 293 Kelvin temperature. So these are the very simple physical properties of chlorines. First of all, their color. Chlorine has the greenish yellow color and physical state is the gas. It has pungent or suffocating odor or smell. It becomes poisonous in nature, that is toxic in nature. Whenever it dissolved in water to use the chlorine water, again it becomes 2 to 5 times heavier than that of the air. Chlorine is occurred in the forms of gas whenever it liquefies to form the liquids, and that liquid is boils at 273 Kelvin temperature. So these are the physical properties of chlorine. After that, see the chemical properties of chlorine. So which reactions of that chlorines can occur? See the chemical properties of Cl2. First chemical property of chlorine with metals. Reaction with metals. When chlorine can react with any metal, then it forms the corresponding metal halides. Chlorine reacts with metals, to form metal halides. For example, sodium can react with chlorine to form the sodium chloride. Second example, suppose magnesium can react with chlorine to form the magnesium chloride, MgCl2. Sodium forms sodium chloride, magnesium can form the magnesium chloride. Whenever the chlorine can react with copper to give the copper chloride, can react with aluminum to give the aluminum chlorides. Means that any metal can react with chlorine to form the corresponding metal chlorides. Then second chemical property, reaction with non-metals. Like phosphorus, sulfur, nitrogens. The chlorine can react with non-metals to form the corresponding non-metal chlorides. Suppose For example, phosphorus. Phosphorus can occurs in the P4 molecules. P4 plus Cl2. P4 plus Cl2. Then it forms the 4PCl3. Phosphorus trichloride is formed. Phosphorus can react with the chlorine to form the phosphorus trichloride. Phosphorus is the non-metal. Another, sulfur. Sulfur is the octahedral. One molecules of sulfur containing 8 atoms. That sulfur can react with chlorine. Sulfur can react with chlorine to form sulfuryl chloride, that is 4s2Cl2. Likewise, that any non-metal can react with chlorines to form the corresponding non-metal chlorides. Then third reaction, that is reaction with ammonia. Reaction with ammonia, that is NH3. This reaction of ammonia with chlorine can give two different reactions, that depending upon the excess of NH3 and excess of chlorines. How? Whenever the excess of chlorine and excess of ammonia, when this ammonia is taken as the large quantity, that is excess of ammonia can react with chlorine, that is Cl2. Then it gives the ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. Excess ammonia can react with chlorine to form the ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride, and byproduct in that reaction, byproduct is the N2 gas. N2 is evaporated when ammonia is taken in the excess form. Another way, suppose chlorine is taken as the excess, Cl2 is taken as the large quantity in excess form, then it gives the nitrogen trichloride, nitrogen NCl3, nitrogen trichloride plus 3HCl. This is nitrogen trichloride. So these are the reactions of chlorines with ammonia. First of all, this excess of ammonia can react with chlorine to form the ammonium chloride. When excess chlorine can react with ammonia, then it gives the nitrogen trichlorides. In short, the large quantity of chlorine is taken in second reaction. In first reaction, ammonia is taken in large quantity. Then products are the different. That is the third reaction of chlorine. Fourth reaction, reaction with hydrogen. Reaction with hydrogen, H2 gas. Whenever the chlorine can react with hydrogen to form the hydrochloric acid, H2 plus Cl2, then it gives 2HCl, hydrochloric acid. This is very simple reaction. Chlorine can react with hydrogen to form the hydrochloric acid. Then next, fifth chemical property of chlorine, reaction with hydrocarbon compounds. Fifth chemical property, that is reaction with hydrocarbon compounds. We know the hydrocarbon compounds, the compounds are made up from the carbon and hydrogen. Generally, hydrocarbon compounds are of two types depending upon their chain, that is open chain and closed chains. saturated, unsaturated. Saturated means to what? The carbon-carbon single bonds, and unsaturated means to what? Carbon-carbon double or triple bonds. So depending upon that, the chlorine can shows the reactions. Whenever this chlorine can reacts with saturated hydrocarbons, for example CH3, CH3, name of that example is ethane. Ethane is the saturated hydrocarbon. Whenever the saturated hydrocarbon compounds can react with chlorine in sunlight, that is presence of UV light, sun rays, then hydrogen from that hydrocarbon compounds is substituted with chlorine, hydrogen and Cl to give the HCl, and this chlorine is substituted to this group and we get the CH3, CH2, Cl, that is ethyl chloride. This indicates what? In case of saturated hydrocarbon, chlorine can react in presence of UV light or sun rays, then it gives the corresponding alkyl chlorides. That reaction is the substitution reaction. Substitution reaction. So what about the substitution reaction? The reaction in which atom or group is substituted or exchanged in between the substrate and reagent. That is called as substitution reactions. It can occur in saturated hydrocarbon compounds. Second example, CH2, that is ethene or ethylene, is the unsaturated hydrocarbon compounds can react with chlorine. Then we get the addition reactions. By breaking up this bond, we get CH2 single bond CH2. Then chlorine can attach to each carbon atoms. Then we get the 1,2 dichloroethane. 1,2 dichloroethane is called as ethylene dichlorides. This chlorine is completely added. in ethylene. Then that reaction is called as addition reactions. Okay. In case of saturated, substitution reactions can occur, and in case of unsaturated, the addition reactions of chlorines can be occurred. Okay. Thank you.